Good evening everyone. In this video we'll be taking a look at the Modular Gothic environment pack, which is one of the free assets of November. The folder size is about 760 megabytes and the normal price is 35 USD. And there are two demo maps, one for nighttime and the other is for daytime, and this is the overview level. Getting a close look, doesn't look bad. You can see the cracks. By the way, those are normal maps only. The rocks here, so the floors, and these are using gem sheet, which we should be able to see later on. Not bad, the details are not bad actually. If you're wondering why the grass looks like that with that black background, just reloading the level fixes it, so it's just temporary thing. Yeah, the details are not bad. These are the blueprint and particle parts. There are two Niagara. Actually, there's more, but here we can see two Niagara systems for dust each. And the blueprints are just the lamps with light. Going into the lightning only view mode with collision. You can see the collisions are actually not bad, but these are just simple shapes. However, it's not that good for something complex like this type of lamp. So it's only good for simple shapes, I would say. And the details, of course, are coming from normal maps, because these are just low poly, as can be seen using the wireframe view mode. And this, like mountainous environment, is actually a static mesh. Looking at the folder structure, we got the blueprints, which are just the lamps with the lights, like I showed. And the variables that are exposed are ones relating to the light, the color of it, whether it's on or off, and the light intensity, the volumetric scattering, whether to cast shadow or not, and the radius. And the demo is relating to epic stuff. And the maps is the one we saw, and the materials here are well divided with the material functions, material instances, and parameter collection. And for the meshes, they're divided into building foliage, props, and rocks. As for the particle system, they are Niagara systems. Although I haven't seen the flies in the demo, but when we let's look at it up close. Not bad, could represent moths around lights. And the textures, 90 textures in total, excluding the Niagara system, and the dimensions of them are 3 4K, 64 2K, 14 1K, 1512. And only these have alpha channels. They're usually just foliage stuff, and or some base colors that actually don't do anything in that case. As for roughness, metallic, and ambient occlusion, they are packed into one texture. As for the meshes, like I said, these are on the low poly side, and the vertices are less than 5,000 in general, and Nanite is not enabled by default. Not many meshes with more than one material. Only this mesh with extra unused UV channel, and the LODs. They do have LODs actually, around four most. As for master materials, we got some parameters, either be it for decals, for emissive, glass, either opaque for grass, local fog, and the props master, which most of the props use. And let's take a look at the parameters. This one obviously has two materials. This is for the side brick. You can change the base color tiling. There is also tiling for the normal and the roughness, ambient occlusion and other stuff. You can change the brightness, desaturated. You also got emissive intensity. If you have emissive selected on some parts, metallic intensity, also normal intensity. Although I don't know, unless you go negative, it doesn't show that much. Like I said, normal tiling. You got the RMA tiling as well, and the rotation, although the normal is not rotated correctly. Roughness, you can change that, along with specular. Very nice customization in my opinion. And also dithering because the props master is masked. Also make it masked like this one and get a custom mask texture for it if you want. If you select that to add a texture. And so we got color tint as well if you want to change the tint of it, along with emissive, and these are the vertex painting textures along with some parameters that are related to those. And it should be the same for the other one, for the other parts as well. You see that they use vertex color. So let's go into the mesh paint mod, make the tint one, and let's actually make it the red channel 0. And I think that would show more, although because of the low poly I have to increase the size. And now we can see the part are getting the leaves or the vertex texture. And for the material parameter collection, we got the snow coverage, which adds what's supposed to be snow on the top of the mesh. And by top, I mean in comparison or in respect to the world position. We also got the snow tiling, snow normal intensity, snow hardness. So let's look at the UV of ones with one material. This is for the rock, and you can see there are wasted spaces. Same for that statue. And this one is good actually because it uses stream sheet. The unused part are probably for used by other meshes. This one, the packing is good. A little bit of wasted space, but the packing is good. You can see the same parts are being reused on the same UV space. Same trim sheets. You see there is like this kind of gloss. I would call it a disgusting gloss. I don't know, I don't like it. There is something about it for all of the meshes. You can see it at glistening angles. And the culprit for this is the roughness metallic ambient occlusion map, which is set to have sRGB on the texture, and that's on the material set to color on the texture sampler. So you have to change the sampler to linear color and change those textures to disable the sRGB on them. You can do that by selecting all of them and going to edit bulk by property matrix. And now we can, well, you would supposed to see it, but probably Now it's better. You can see that is gone, that glass. Don't mind, this is just water puddle on the mesh. So now it looks more correct. Overall, I think it's a good environment. It has LODs, the UVs are getting reused, there are trim sheets included. It also uses the Niagara VFX system. It has good material customization. But then again, it's low poly, and that's made more apparent by the straight edges or the corners. It is too glossy because, like I just wrote, it has sRGB on the roughness, metallic, ambient occlusion maps. There are some wasted space or wasted UV space on some of the meshes, like the rocks, and no interior is included. This is just an exterior environment. And that should be it. Hope you found this useful. Have a great day.